A church whose people are baptised in water and in the Holy Spirit and brought into a genuine life in the Spirit.
When we encounter the presence of the Spirit, there's something wonderfully satisfying about that, and you just kind of feel at home. And now, can there sometimes be a danger that in that we can almost become self-indulgent and see our common experience of the Spirit as an end in itself, rather than recognizing that perhaps the Spirit also comes to equip us in mission? Do you think that there can be a danger there?
I think when we were looking at one of our earlier values and saying that the church is here also to be an evangelistic community, that must always be kept before us. And I think there would be the possibility of self-indulgence, enjoying the presence of the Lord. I could see there's a real danger there.
So how would you see the presence of the Spirit amongst us helping us in mission?
Well, I think that the Holy Spirit is there to glorify Jesus. And therefore, if we keep our hearts and minds open, that's always going to have an expansive element to it. Glorifying Jesus isn't just a handful of people shutting the doors, closing their eyes, and experiencing his presence. Glorifying him has got to affect the nation, the culture, and on to the ends of the earth. So, we need to be alert to that danger. Also, I would say, when the Lord is present through well-developed gifts of the Holy Spirit, for instance, prophetic utterances, they are themselves very motivational. They come bringing revelation, bringing a kind of exhortation within them. So often it's the prophetic that's stimulated. In fact, it was a prophecy that came to us many years ago and said it's too small a thing to restore the house. You're a light to the nation. So it was the prophetic amongst us that stimulated us to move on and move out. So, the gifts of the Spirit are not little playthings. And sometimes we need to cultivate the gifts. When we gather in the UK with the pastors of New Frontiers, and we're about 750 guys praying together for 2 days, 3 days together, the gifts of the Spirit are amazing. And it just shows, hey, they are in our midst.
I suppose for anyone to say I'm evangelistically oriented, I'm not too bothered with, drinking in the Spirit, or conversely, I just love drinking in the Spirit, not concerned about evangelism. Both are a misunderstanding. And when you think of the line in the Psalms, Psalm 36, I think, taste and see that the Lord is good, that there is that experiencing of him that then motivates you to want to invite others into the common experience.
Yes, and some of our guys are more and more gathering together in the presence of the Spirit, asking him for keys and clues to help them go onto the streets and pray for the sick. And so, it's not just, that people would come in, but the presence of the Spirit helping people to go out effectively. And that was in the book of Acts, when the Spirit came. It's a bit of a mystery. It's like they seem to be, are they in the temple? Are they in the upper room? I'm not quite sure where they are. But once the Spirit came, before you know where you are, they're kind of on the streets. And that outward flow of the Spirit, it seems to be self-evident in the New Testament.
How important do you think it is for us as New Frontiers going into the future to guard the ongoing reality of baptism in the Holy Spirit?
Oh, it's hugely important. I think it's very important today to notice that some people would say we're charismatics in a given church because they play guitars, they have an overhead, they clap their hands. That's charismatic. And that's not. That's clapping your hands and having an overhead. The Holy Spirit present in power is something totally other. And we need to press through. And one way we must make sure is that individuals are encouraged to, hey, you can be filled with the Spirit and teach. And so I would very, very rarely, if ever, simply lay hands on someone. I would always want to say, look, if you want to receive the Spirit, let's open the Scriptures together. Let's see why you should think you will receive, on what basis you receive, so people's faith and understanding is rooted in the Bible. And if they say, I'm ready, then I'll very happily lay hands on them. But we must lead people into being filled with the Spirit, not just say, join the church, learn the songs, clap, you're a charismatic. That will never, never do. We need to make sure everybody is full of the Holy Spirit.